All right. Hey, Andrew, we are back here on False Count Radio, and we have another guest with us. So why don't you go ahead and welcome them to the line?
We have,
Hi, how are you?
Hey, Mickie, how are you?
No, this isn't Mickie. You want to talk to Mickie?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's what we
This
had
is
on.
Jessie Bell. This is Tracy's daughter.
Okay, how are you?
I'm doing great. And how are you?
Fantastic. Thanks a lot.
Let me pass you off to Mickie.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, hello.
Hello, Mickie. How are you? This is JT.
I'm fine. How are you? Hi.
I am
I'm having a
doing
time
good.
of my life here with Tracy Smothers.
It's a riot with Tracy Smothers, I'll tell you. Now, you're actually, driving on the road with him for the next 10 days, and part of that 10-day road trip is this Sunday's Hardcore Justice pay-per-view. Now, you've been a part of TNA, so what are you expecting from this pay-per-view?
I just want to have fun, man. This right here is just what I want to do. I don't, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. It's just, for the first time in, a long time, I'm actually enjoying myself on the road with Tracy Smothers and Jezebel and the Muscle. They're just as crazy as me, man. I really do think maybe Tracy might be real dad. Me and Jezebel talked about this. We both like the weird same shit. So, sorry. I'm cursing. I work on a boat, guys.
Now, you're actually helping train Tracy's daughter. How's that going?
That's going actually really very well. She's a smart girl, dude. I expect really good things from her. She picks up things kind of quick, and she's always been a huge fan of wrestling, so that makes it even better. So to mix that up, and then, of course, she's got the Smothers blood in her, that makes her, all the more, because, you got all these girls, and this is not a dig. You got all these girls that are like daughters or nieces or something like that, and they don't really, I don't know if they just don't really want to or whatever else. I mean, you got the good girls like, what the hell is her name? I'm not sure. I'm just getting hit a lot. Amy Henning. You got her coming up, and I'm really cannot wait to see what she can do because I haven't wrestled with her yet. And, you got Neidhart, and she's just doing well. But I really expect her to be just like her daddy in every aspect, which is a lot because Tracy's hard to match up to.
Yeah, Tracy's a great worker. And,
He's making my accent worse, man. The more I talk with him, you hear this from the difference from like a day ago when we talked.
Yeah.
It wasn't so bad. Now It's horrible, man. Crazy.
My co-host did have a question about IWA Mid-South, so I'm going to kick it over to my co-host. Andrew, go ahead.
What?
Yeah, Mickie, I wanted to just sort of get your thoughts on the infamous incident with Mike Levy in AWA Mid-South.
Yeah, everybody does. Hey, man, look, I can't say nothing bad about the guy. I know, right? It's like the hot topic. Whatever. I'll put him over. It's just, I don't know what everybody's mad about. I didn't beat him up. Quite frank. I might have stepped him a little bit, but he hit me just as hard back, and I didn't care about the lump on my head. Really? I get lumps every day. Mama didn't make me no damn beauty queen. It's cool. So, are you still there?
Yeah.
You're really quiet. It's like disapproving silence, really.
No, we're actually listening and letting you talk.
Oh, well, that's not good. Don't do that. I'll ramble.
What a concept.
I'm around Tracy. I would, too. Tracy, they're making fun of me, man. I'm done with this. I'm out. No. But no, seriously, it's going to be a great experience. I'm not talking about the least thing, am I? No, I don't know. The kid wasn't that famous. He was always on the internet beforehand. Mike Burns told me he was trained. So when I had a third no-show I wasn't anticipating, Mike Burns, actually wanted, he said, let's put Levy in there, be some good DVDs, I'll have Mickie squash him, blah, blah, blah. So we asked him if he wanted to do it. He said, yeah. Came in the locker room, and he said he understood. And, things got a little confused for a second, but I'm not mad. Otherwise, why would I walk away from him in the match? I didn't beat the kid up. But if he says that's beating him up, go ahead, sir. Beauty. Well,
now, you're actually working
holy crap, this guy's Yeah, go ahead.
You're actually
Sorry, I'm
working
in the middle of a store.
No problem. You're actually working for Juggalo Championship Wrestling right now with Tracy. You know, how are you liking Juggalo Championship Wrestling? You know, a lot of people would say that the fan base is very different. I mean, you get beer bottles thrown at you and stuff.
Well, no, I really do like Juggalo Championship Wrestling for the fact that they're fans. The clowns are fans of wrestling. The thing with the crowd is a lot of them aren't fans. You know, just like at the gathering, some of them, you know, see bright lights, you know, at midnight. They come over and want to watch some wrestling, and they're a little bit drunk and a little bit influenced. You know what happens. Things get thrown and people get hurt. It's not like a regular wrestling show. It's not. And, you know, take it for what it is. You know, it's an entertaining experience at times. I've seen Tracy, like, hurl a barrel towards the fan that got thrown in the ring. I was impressed.
I think that was Bloody Mania too, wasn't it?
Yeah. It was amazing because, like, these two kids chuck it in the ring. Tracy just picks it up. He's so angry. Chucks it right back out. Just him.
Yeah.
We got a good conversation. Hold on a second.
Power lifter and all. He's got 450 pounds.
We're talking about power lifters now, not to cut you off.
He wasn't very tall.
Tracy. I know. I'm not a power lifter. No. Hi, honey.
Now,
Look
Mickie,
around him. Yeah.
you enjoyed doing the Queen of the Deathmatch tournament?
Did I enjoy doing them?
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. Sorry, honey. The reason why Queen of the Deathmatch was actually oh my God, they're loud. The reason. Hold on one second. Down. Get down. Thank you, honey. Have a good day. We're going outside. Tracy, you're crazy. I don't think. Oh, we go over there. Ah! Sorry.
No problem.
Dude, it's been crazy. I've only had an hour of sleep. So I'm pretty effing tired and wired on caffeine like you just would not believe.
I've been there. Many road trips like that.
It's awesome. So anyways, Mike leaving. Anyway, so he gets in the ring and the Queen of the Death matches. I didn't enjoy God bless Tracy. I didn't enjoy the fact that we just couldn't draw with it. I was trying to, it was actually my baby. I was trying to bring Japanese Yoshi Deathmatch Wrestling to the States with using American girls. It hadn't been done before. I wanted to try it. Just because I don't know, I thought maybe it would draw people, buy a lot of those DVDs. It does really well. You know, I'm a big fan of it. And when it didn't draw, it kind of hurt me. Because then I thought, well, I misread people. Because they always enjoyed me doing it, and Lufisto, and, you know, a couple of girls, Delilah Starr, but I don't know. And, yes, Tracy. So, yeah.
We actually have a question in our chat room from wrestling-news.com.
Can you turn that down, please? Hold on a second.
No problem.
Sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
Wrestling-news.com wants to know, why are there only two women in hardcore wrestling taken seriously, you and Lufisto?
I love Lufisto. We have, I guess it's because of our mindset. In the locker room, in the ring, we have the same mindset as the boys. We think that, you know, we'll go out here, we'll bust our ass, we may bleed, we may have scars, and who gives a fuck, let's do it, you know, awesome if we're going to do it. You know, the Queen of the Death match I had with her was amazing. I mean, that's still one of my favorite matches I've done, is with Lufisto. We were both so effing tired, because I don't know if I can curse. We were both so effing tired, and I had wrestled like 7 death matches that weekend. I did the tag, and then we did a round robin thing because I had people no-show that one. Ended up, I was exhausted. She was exhausted. We're both bloody and broken and bleeding, and basically we just killed each other. But it was such good chemistry. It was such good reactions in the ring together. I mean, I've never had that kind of chemistry with another female wrestler before. Even with me and Del Rey, it took us a couple times. The first match we had, you know, I wasn't where I needed to be. We were both kind of green, and it wasn't what it was supposed to be. You know, and in the other matches, I had matches with Roxy Cotton. I'm so proud of her for. Rachel, Putski and those things. I don't know. Even though it failed, I guess you could see it as somewhat a success. I know I'm rambling. I don't know why everybody takes me seriously. I think it's because I ramble like Tracy.
Mickie, can you talk a little bit about the leg break that caused you to leave TNA?
Best thing ever happened to me. You're surprised, right? No, me breaking my leg was the best thing ever happened to me. Because it was, and I've been talking to a lot of friends, and I'm not like real religious. I believe in something. I'm not going to get religious. But some things just happen for a reason. And, when I first tried to come back because they told me it was healed, I really did think, okay, it was just a setback, I guess I wasn't getting the message I was supposed to get, because then I found out I was been wrestling with a broken leg the whole time and, making it worse. So, it was like the best thing to ever happen to me, honestly. And it sounds so weird to say, yeah, me breaking my huge effing bone in my body is like the greatest thing to happen, but it really is. It allowed me to take back time, just stand there and wonder what was I going to do, where was I going to go. Something had to give. I was really stressed out at the time. Just trying to do something. I don't know what it is. I don't want to go into the specifics, but it was like a stop. You're doing something you're not supposed to. You need to calm down and refigure things. They're still baffled by the fact that I say a leg break is awesome. Sorry, I make people laugh. Go ahead.
So you're headed to Orlando with Tracy, if I understand right. You see that being of an odd locker room atmosphere, going back to the TNA locker room, back to the building, anything like that?
No, but you got to think, before I went to TNA, I already knew those guys. I mean, I knew Joe and Styles and, Lynn and Abyss. I mean, I knew these guys. We hung out, things like that. So it wasn't awkward. The only thing was a little bit awkward was the girls situation, just because you don't know who this little girl is coming in. I understand that. But, I mean, all the guys welcomed me with open arms, so I don't see why it would be any different. I just saw Shark Boy yesterday on a show, and it was just awesome. Because I don't see it being weird. I see it being interesting. I'm going to hear a whole bunch of new, fun stories. And if we find our video camera, we'll tape them so y'all can listen to them. So, why not, man? So.
Now, I actually have a question in the chat room, and the question is, what's the best piece of advice you could give somebody wanting to get into the business?
If you don't have a high pain tolerance, don't do it. That's just the bare minimum of it. I mean, your body's going to get broken down. Your body's going to get beat. It takes somebody very strong-willed to keep up, like Tracy, and Taboo, and it's just, yeah. Mm-hmm. It's just take care of yourself. If you don't have a high pain tolerance, don't do it. If you don't think, just don't do it, honestly. I mean, I have so many girls that like, I want to get in the business. I want to get in the business. Will you train me? Yeah, but it hurts them, and it's not their fault. They're just, and it's guys, too. It's not their fault. They just can't handle that pain. And I'm not saying we're like superheroes or nothing, but different people can do different things, of course.
Very true.
Tracy told me to remind you all that every bump you take in the ring is like a car hitting you at 25 mile an hour when you're driving. That's a good bump in a flat ring. I mean, that's a flat, you don't over-rotate on 1 inch bump in a perfect ring. Which I didn't know that, so that's interesting. It could be why we're all messed up. Ha ha. No, they're not laughing at me. No. Not laughing.
No, I can relate, actually.
Our friend Missionary wanted to tell you.
What time?
Our friend Missionary wanted to tell you that your black and white photos on Facebook where you're bleeding in the middle of the ring on your knees is an absolute work of art.
I thought so too, man. I saw some fan did that for me. That was during the England death match, the death match tournament that was over in England. And hey, Trace, can you lock it for a second, babe? Sorry. And I got home, and they were like, "We got these pictures. I want to show you." And I saw that one. It was just amazing. I mean, it just says so much and so little. I never actually thought I'd be a part of something that was that, beautiful. I don't know if that makes any sense to you, but, I mean, honestly, I really have tempted to have him print them up and see if he can, just sell them or something. I don't know. Make him back some money because that deserved it. Yeah, honestly, I want to find out who that guy is and hook him up as a photographer with my friend Vince Jones. He takes pictures for most of the wrestlers now, and a great guy. Maybe started in that. I know I'm rambling, right?
We actually have a caller right now, if you don't mind, who has a couple questions for you. Let's welcome him to the line. Anthony Missionary Thomas, welcome.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? Hello, Mickie, big fan. Absolutely love your work. I mean, I love the idea of hardcore women's wrestling, and you said that it made you sad because it didn't go over too well. Why do you think that it didn't go over well in the States, but it's so big in Japan? I mean, you got girls like, even Kong and Aja Kong and everybody else. So
different the culture. Honestly, man, it's different the culture. You got to think, over in Japan, people actually send, huh? I don't know, baby. We'll find. Will you grab those? Will you grab those pictures off the top of the car? Can you? I don't have any free hands. We're at the show. Sorry. No, it's different the culture. Their families over there send them to wrestling school at the age of 14 and 15 and have them start that young. They're used to seeing girls being in the combat position. You got to think it's a very forthcoming country. We over here have been kind of led to believe otherwise, I think. And that's just because of our culture, it's because of morals and everything else. I have a saying my mama taught me, and I mean, it doesn't even go along with what everybody else would believe, but I honestly believe a guy steps up, or a girl steps up like a man, she deserves to get put down like one. I tell a guy, I tag you, you tag me right back. Be fine.
I mean, some of your biggest matches over the years have been against men, like Necro Butcher and everything else like that. I'm kind of curious, when you went to TNA, were they going to try and, use those abilities that you had?
No, I don't think, other than China, because she looked the part, she was huge, and, I may be tough or whatever else, and I may have been spoiled by who I was trained by, but, sorry, I'm at the show. I'm here in beautiful Tennessee. but yeah, I don't know. I don't think they would have let me wrestle guys. And that's not saying anything bad. If anything, they'd let me do some stuff or whatever else, but it's not progressed that far yet. Maybe. Yeah. I mean, China started it, and then they brought her back and made her do a diva-ish gimmick, and so, yeah, right.
And my final question is, oh, yeah, that makes perfect sense. I understand what you mean by that. But what match does Mickie Knuckles watch and mark out to?
What match can I mark out to?
Yeah, what
match can I mark out? You can walk out to any of that. No, I'm getting high. I don't know. I mark out to so much. I don't know. It depends. I'm really into the strong style stuff, and on the indies right now, I like what the Briscoes are doing. I really do. I like the Havana Pitbulls. Maybe them tagging or them working each other. That would be cool. I don't know. I marked it out to it the last time I saw it, so I don't know. I really don't know. Maybe Jin Kasai versus Necro again and something. I mark out to a little bit of everything. I like women's matches. I really do. I'd mark out to probably Victoria versus, Del Rey. That would be huge. I'd mark out to that.
Oh, yeah,
that would be probably amazing.
Huh.
Somebody needs to book it. Tracy? Let me get his opinion. Tracy? Victoria versus, I thought he lost him. Here you go.
Del Rey.
Victoria versus Del Rey.